On Sundays, people gathered to hear him speak. They called him Pastor Daniel. His words felt strong, certain, words about honesty, love, and grace. But behind the pulpit, a quieter truth lived. Daniel struggled with the very sins he condemned. This is the story of what happens when faith and pride collide. In his town, Daniel's voice felt unshakable. He preached against hypocrisy, anger, and judgment. People repeated his sermons over dinner tables. Some feared his disappointment more than God's. At home, Daniel silently rereads tomorrow's sermon, underlining words with firm strokes. His wife quietly watches from the doorway, concern in her eyes. But what the church never saw, the quiet pride taking root in Daniel's heart. The secret belief that he stood above those he preached to help. Daniel's words on Sunday morning spoke of patience. But during the week, frustration boiled close to the surface. He judged harshly, spoke sharply, and felt secretly disgusted by weakness, in others and in himself. Even in prayer, pride whispered louder than grace. The fall of Daniel? Daniel sits across from a teenage boy in a small church office. The boy looks down, ashamed. Daniel, harsh tone. If you truly believed, you wouldn't keep failing. Pray harder, or don't waste this church's time. The boy silently nods, tears falling, and leaves. Daniel didn't see the boy leave the church, and never come back. Later, a church elder gently questions Daniel about the rumor. Elder, softly. Did you speak harshly to him? Daniel pauses, pride outweighing honesty. Daniel, cold. No. People misunderstand firmness for cruelty. In that moment, Daniel chose image over truth. Evening, empty church. Daniel stands alone at the pulpit, reading old sermon notes. His face shadowed, shoulders heavy. Under stained glass, Daniel felt the cracks widen. His words had once come from faith. Now they came from fear. Fear of losing respect, fear of facing himself. Daniel looks out over empty pews, remembering faces of people he judged. Hypocrisy doesn't begin with lying to others. It begins with lying to yourself. The confession of Daniel? Sunday morning service. Congregation packed. Daniel walks slowly to the pulpit, deep breath trembling. Daniel, voice unsteady. I've spoken as though I never fall. But I have fallen, into anger, into pride, into hypocrisy. Silence hangs in the church. Some heads bow, some watch intently. Daniel, voice breaking. I forgot grace is not something we preach at others, but something we need ourselves every day. For the first time in years, Daniel's words were truly honest. And honesty carries a strength no performance can match. Grace and change of Pastor Daniel? Daniel quietly sweeping the church floor, sharing food in the community kitchen, listening more than speaking. Daniel didn't become perfect overnight. He still struggled, still prayed for patience. But he stepped down from the pedestal he built, and stood beside the people he once judged. A teenager approaches Daniel. Daniel listens silently, hand gently on the boy's shoulder. He learned, leadership isn't being above others. It's walking among them. Moral lesson. Behind every pulpit stands a human heart, flawed, fragile, hopeful. Hypocrisy grows in hiding. But confession breaks its power. In the end, the strongest message Daniel ever gave wasn't shouted from the pulpit. It was whispered in honesty. I too am broken, and still I choose grace. This video changed your heart. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below. I choose honesty over image. Remember that perfection isn't required. Honesty is.